Hi guys, I am Crystal Sky and today we have a sketchbook tour! I am so excited. Okay, so this is a Moleskin Art Plus sketchbook. It's very expensive. First, let me talk about the sketchbook. I have some tea over here. First, let me talk about the sketchbook, do a kind of review, and then we will talk about the sketchbook and go through it, and it's a sketchbook tour, yay! So first of all, this sketchbook is very, very expensive. I believe it was $30. I could be a little off, but it was very expensive. I'll leave the price on screen somewhere once I find it. But this sketchbook was very, very expensive compared to all of my other sketchbooks, which are much, much cheaper. The paper quality is not fantastic in here, but the binding and the book is really nice. It's a nice hardcover. It's got a nice little elastic band thingy here to keep it closed, which is nice. It's got a book place marker that's right on the binding there, and the book has a nice wear feel now that I've used it all, and the binding is slightly marked up and moved over a little bit. It aged really nicely in my opinion. So let's talk about the paper quality really quick after I get over this first page. There we go. So, the paper quality is not fantastic. Watercolors did not work in here. This is a Art Plus, specifically, Moleskin sketchbook. The paper almost feels plasticky. That's kind of what the paper feels like. You can hear when a pencil touches it, kind of like a plasticky sound you can hear, especially with my Rotring mechanical pencil, which is one of my favorite pencils. So pencils, really colored pencils, work great in here, and that's what I would recommend for this sketchbook. It looks really nice on a shelf. It looks really nice, you know, it's very presentable. I probably won't buy another one of these until my art gets much better and I start drawing things that I think need to be like out on a table or something, because it's like a book that you display things in. It's not really like a sketchbook that you just use and throw away like a sketchbook would. So those are my opinions on the sketchbook. Would I buy it again? Maybe if I had like a whole series of sketches that I wanted to do that would look really nice or something like that. Other than that, no, too expensive. Okay, so let's get into the sketchbook tour. Everything you've been waiting for. I'm so excited. So this is the first page. I have a couple of stamps in here that will tell us when I drew it. But first I did some poses with Body-chan. I've definitely gotten much better. Cardcaptor Sakura fan art. Huge Cardcaptor Sakura fan. And then we have some comic panels. These comic panels, I don't know, I might be scanning them in to use them on the comic. This is for Little Reaps comic. And I really like the way these ones came out, so maybe I'll scan them in and put some of them in. This is definitely, I've gotten much better than this. I can do much better than that now. More comic, and then we have some Steven Universe fan art. So this is Pink Diamond from Steven Universe. Being a fan of her. Lots of Nanami stuff in here. I've definitely gotten better in the pose department. These are all done with Staedtler fine liners. Steven Universe fan art. I wanted to try to, this page is funny. I wanted to try and see what Pink Diamond and Mr. Universe together, what features they gave to Steven, and like what would Steven look like with more of Pink Diamond's kind of features. So that's what I did there, and it turned out pretty funny. This is just a fairy. Some poses. Did a lot of poses in this sketchbook. A lot of figure drawing. I can definitely do much better than that now. I've never drawn a shark before, so let's. That's what it says at the top. It's just a whole bunch of different shark stuff. I made a character. Her name is Elise. I remember someone told me that this character was really cool. She can use her power. When she uses her power, it's when she can't hear anything that's around her. So she uses headphones to block out the noise. So we've got some Nanami. Can definitely do much better than this now. As you can see, this was done with watercolors, and the paper is permanently damaged. You can move, when you move your hand over, you can move it. These were just K designs. So Kay's name has changed. I haven't really changed it yet, but since I changed his partner in crime to Say, I don't want his name to be Kay. But there's a lot of character design stuff in him, in here. He uses tonfa. So if you guys have played, I don't know, Soul Calibur or something like that, it's like a two-handed kind of weapon that looks like this. And I was trying to find out, when you have really long sleeves like that with tonfa, they don't work because they run down your arm. And I wanted him to have like this really cool kind of outfit that I designed, and then I was like, but tonfa. So that wouldn't work. So then we have a lot of Naname's gift stuff in here, guys. So there may be some Naname's gift spoilers. I don't know. You guys probably can't read this. If you can, you know all of the world building for Naname's gift. This is actually, I think, the entire overarching story of Malos and the 9 Masks and everything. Just bloop. But this is before it was changed, so there's a couple of facts in there that are not true. Let's go over some of the characters. That's what Kay originally looked like. That's what Sammy originally looked like. His name is Say now. It's what baby Ryu looks like. There's a middle school president. That's different. That's what the uncle originally looked like, Ryu, and Naname. And then we have some Malos' stuff in here with some poses. More fine liner sketches. I was really trying to learn how to sketch anatomy without actually trying to learn. I get over that. This is a benchmark sketch I did in a sketchbook a while back. If you guys have been following my sketchbook tours, you've seen this pose before. So I did a benchmark sketch again, and I've definitely improved in anatomy, especially with the legs here, if you guys look back. And the watercolor looks pretty cool too. Alrighty, more, this is Sammy stuff. As you guys know, he has a limp, so I was designing his walking stick and his hairstyle. I was also trying to see what the difference would be when he took off his glasses. Okay. This is Arteza Real Brush Pens. I'm not sure what that is, but 3 words, same letter. Start character creation. Woman, Witch, Wanderer. Apparently I wanted to do... This is probably an idea for a series of videos where I would pick 3 words starting with the same letter. But apparently I didn't continue that because I don't remember it. We have this, which turned out pretty cool. This is like charcoals. And then a fairy who looks pretty cool. I think her anatomy turned out pretty well. This is development of different fighting styles. Naname has a fisted type fighting style, so as you can see, there's a lot of different movement poses and stuff. I was a ballerina when I was a little kid, and there's a lot of ballerina stuff in here just because that I know movement like that. So yeah, so I love the way that turned out. I want to kind of make that like a real big one, but I didn't. But I really like the way she looks so angsty. She has no face and she looks angsty. Like that pose makes me feel like she's being angsty at me, and I love it. Okay. Moving on. So this is Sapphire, right? From Steven Universe. These are apparently new pens that I got, and this is a pretty cool graphite thing that I did that needs a paper on it because it just blends to other pages, so it's got a helper paper with it. Make sure that stays in there. So we're just got faces and stuff, and this is all figure drawing. This was a cool different design. So the video that I watched suggested using ellipticals, just like using circles to draw figures, and that helped a little bit. I did like that quite a bit. Yeah, I felt like it would be fun. It really captures the gesture. As you can see here, there's no really identifying anatomy here, and yet you can tell what this person's doing. So I thought that was really, really cool. Then I was watching a video on legs and arms. Front of a person's legs. I worked on anatomy a lot in this book. More elliptical stuff. Some scribble drawing. She turned out really cool. That was one continuous line that I did. That was 2. That was as well. That turned out really cool. I kind of like the way that looks. I was still kind of in my uncomfortable art phase. I was uncomfortable with the things that I was drawing, and I was frustrated that I couldn't figure out. This is exactly how I was feeling. I felt like I was growing into a tree. Like I couldn't change, I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I was just growing in the ways of the bad anatomy and stuff that I was learning that wasn't good. That's how I felt. Sitting down poses are still really freaking hard. Even now. But we've got elliptical drawings everywhere because I love them. We've got little reaps here hanging out. Just some little designs. I wanna make a design to like put on a shirt or something. But I'm not quite sure. I want to have like a whole bunch of little designs, little things, but I don't know even where to begin with that. So sometimes I just draw a whole page of like little things and I'm like, these could be really cool if they're on a shirt, and then I never do. Some ballet stuff. Some colored pencil stuff. Like I said, colored pencils look fantastic. I really want to design a superhero, and all the superheroes I design look really dorky and not cool. For example, Bad Anatomy, which I actually stopped all that. Some hair, which looks pretty cool. Mixing some sun. These are these aqua pens. As you can see, they don't really work in this sketchbook. I really like the way they look, but these colors should be diluted with water to give a more skin tony, realistic type feel. We've got a picture. This is an idea for a story, an apocalypse story. The first apocalypse story I've ever done. This is Naname with her two little light and darkness balls. I like drawing Naname. She's very, a lot in this. This is my night elf from World of Warcraft. I was drawing her because the burning of Teldrassil, if you guys are a Warcraft fan, my night elf was heartbroken. Excuse you. Then we have some more, some more poses. This is Pearl from Steven Universe, and then Naname. This is a reason she covers her hands with her kimono. She covers her hands with her kimono. That's just a thing that she does. I actually know Naname so far that I know like little twitches that she does. Like she covers her hands with her kimono sleeves are super long, and she does that for a reason, and it just, I know way too much about this character. It's ridiculous. This is a Distant Shore, and then I drew lapis lazuli behind it, just to make it look cool. And what do you think does it? This is a character reference sheet for height. So I had a bit of a thing there. His design has changed completely, and so is his. In this sketchbook, you actually get to see a whole character design. Crazy overarching thing. So Naname, she looks super cute. This was in a video that I did. This is more comic sheets for Reaps. This is actually going to get done. This is a poem that I wrote about Reaps. And this is a panel, a comic panel based on that. I don't know if I'm going to animate it, or I'm going to do like a slideshow while reading the poem, but this is going to be a thing eventually. Again, more for the poem. And then I'm trying to design the little boy that's in his story, because Little Reaps has a little boy that is in his story. So I was trying to draw him, and I just can't figure out his design at all. So I kind of gave up, and I went back into, this is Inktober. If you guys saw my Inktober plans video, this is that page. I went over that. You saw me draw some of that. This is more K character stuff. His tonfa changed to daggers sometimes. He's kind of very skilled, so, but tonfa's the main thing. Someone said to me that characters need to have really strong silhouettes, so I've been drawing silhouettes. And then I worked on arms. I really like the way that girl came out. I don't know who she is, but she's awesome. More body shapes, drawing with circles. Very important. I feel like my anatomy has come like full circle-y cool now. I'm back to where I started in the cool department. We've got some head shapes going on here. Don't want to have the same face syndrome. Some girls, some depth added. This is a video by Love Life Drawing about necks. So I drew along with that and explored necks with that person. This was also by Love Life Drawing. It was about abstracting light method and how he gave beginners this method, and look at that. I really like the way that turned out and that method. That looks really cool, at least in my opinion. So 30-second figure drawings, 60 seconds, and then 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. This is inappropriate for some audiences. This is, again, a video you guys have seen. This is capturing light, also watercolor, which, as you can see, bent the page like crap. Don't ever use watercolor in these. More watercolor stuff. Some cute faces. This is just doodles with a brush pen. We got some superheroes. We got Inosi Nanami retrospective, which will come out eventually on my channel. We'll be talking about her. I really like the way that came out. Look at it. It looks so cool. Hold on, my dog's in here and I have to get her to leave. Shoo. So we got that. And we got my night elf, which turned out really, really cool. I think I colored that on camera. And then I have Nanami here, which I colored, which looks super cool. Some more ballerina stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of ballerina stuff in here. This is Jaina from Warburners. Jaina Proudmoore from World of Warcraft. Some doodles. We got some running stuff. I did this in math class, actually. When I was done with my worksheet, and they turned out really well. I was really happy. Some knee studies. Some sitting studies. Some skull studies. You need to draw them skulls. This is just a picture. I wanted to see what it would look like if someone was holding up a hand and there was like a person there. I really like the way her hand turned out down here. That looks really cool. Really good. Some character stuff. Some eyes. Some still life practice. You gotta practice all the still life. You guys have seen the first still life I ever drew. Ever. The first thing I ever drew was a still life, and I have come like a million light years ahead. This page just proves it. Then I've got a baby here, which turned out pretty cool. That didn't turn out very well, but that was alright. And that's it. And then I have a tester page. So that's my moleskin sketchbook. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy that you are here to witness this historical moment where I finished the sketchbook. What did you guys think? Do you guys think I've improved? I think I definitely have. I'll see you guys later.